Hello, dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. As always, guys, thank you for all your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, I encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, all that information can be found down below in the description. So, we have Scorpio Sagittarius Cusp. You're the first thing that came when I was setting up was you're looking down. It's almost kind of like you're looking down on your hand, and the impression that I got from that is almost kind of like double checking that something is not leaking or something is not showing. And why is it that it's coming that way? Don't ask me. I don't know. By the time I'm done with these readings, I don't remember what I said. But there is this sense of like almost it's not so much, let's put it this way, it's not so much like double checking or triple checking something, because whatever it is that you're looking at or you're looking back at is something that was done in energies of the past. So this is where, this is what happens when you do general readings. This is kind of like where it gets, I'm trying to decipher everything, but okay. All right. So there is an energy here of like, for those of you that were in a connection. Now, when I say that, just to be clear, it does not have to necessarily be romantic. This can be any type of connection, whether it's a parent and a child, siblings, friends, lovers, whatever. But the reason why I'm saying it like that, because it's like, again, these are just general readings, right? But there is this somebody okay, somebody's finally looking back at a very specific connection in their life that almost destroyed them, but they were unaware while they were in it. Okay, so it wasn't until after, like, it wasn't until after the fact that you got out of this connection that you realize how much pain and how much suffering you had experienced, and how you at some point started, whether it was consciously or not, started doing the same thing that this person did to you to other people. So, that can be anybody that has been gaslighting you, anybody that has been lying to you, anybody that has been emotionally, how can I put it? Emotionally abusing you, verbally abusing you, physically abusing you. Now, when I say that, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, all connections have that. No, they shouldn't. Physical abuse, let's put it this way, it's a lot easier to recognize. But when somebody is gaslighting you, when somebody is, and I'm not calling anybody anything, okay? I'm just talking about behaviors. I'm talking about energies. But sometimes these behaviors are not noticeable so quickly, right? Unless you have experienced them before and have walked away from them, right? So sometimes you'll be in a connection with somebody where you may not every time that you go to express yourself, right? You go to express how you feel, how you know, how anything made you feel, or your opinion, or whatever it is, and they shut you down and make it all about them, right? And that can be done in many different ways, right? Like, you know, you can say, you know, I'm upset over the fact that you said this and this and that. Well, you know, and then they start saying or listing all the things that you have ever said. And it's like, whatever it was, let's put it this way, that happened within this connection. And again, the reason why I'm saying that it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, this can be a dynamic between friends, this can be a dynamic between siblings or parents and child. But there is kind of like this, you set yourself free from it, but it is almost kind of like now you're realizing, because like that looking down on your hand, like to see if you're showing or if you're bleeding, is like you're trying to see what aspects of the behavior that that person had that you started to do to other people, or that you are still doing. And now when I say that, it may sound like a bad thing, but to be honest with you, being in a position when you realize, right, and when you take accountability for your own actions, really shows how much you're growing. So there is no need, let's put it this way, to ever be ashamed over any of your experiences, right? Because again, a lot of the times we don't see things clearly until there's space between us, right? So if I am standing against like this, if I go ahead and I stand like against a white wall, right, or somebody blindfolds me and puts me in front of a white wall, right, and it's just white, right? I don't know how big the wall is. I don't know how far it extends from left to right. I don't know how high it is. I don't know anything. All I am seeing is the pure whiteness that is right in front of me. But with each step that I take back away from the wall, I start to see more and more of it. And there may be shades of pink here and shades of black here, shades of blue here and purple there. But if I am this close to it, I am missing everything else, right? And that's kind of like how you have to look at life when it comes to experiences. A lot of the times, we don't get the full picture of anything until we've actually walked away and made distance, right, between that situation and ourselves. And then we're able to really look at the bigger picture. And that's kind of pretty much what's going on. A lot of you are just kind of like seeing what effect a certain connection had in your own personal life, and really allowing yourself to really be honest with yourself. There is kind of like a small frontal headache because, excuse me, some of you need to be careful not to go into a blaming game. If you did start doing some of those behaviors yourself, then it's like, don't go down that line like you should have known better, right? Just allow things to be what they are. And if you don't like exhibiting a certain behavior, then work on changing that. But do not go into like that guilt, putting yourself in that guilt mode. So let's go ahead. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse. We have the Seven of Swords, and we have the Eight of Pentacles in the upright position. So it's almost kind of like this energy of like just being in it was hard. Let's put it this way. Being in this connection was hard. Getting out of it and healing from it is almost kind of like, it's almost twice as hard. Because you're not just forgiving the person that you were in a situation with, right? So if it's like a mother, you're not just forgiving your mother. If it was a father, you're not just forgiving your father. If it was an ex, you're not just forgiving your ex. But you're also kind of like needing to forgive yourself, because there is a lot, or there could be, let's put it this way, a lot of self-blame for not seeing something but you were so deep into it that there was no way, like again, we're talking about the wall, there was no way that you could have seen at that moment what was happening, and it was just an experience. And you have to be able to be sensitive enough with yourself to be okay with the fact that we don't always know it all. And there are times that we put ourselves in situations that are not the healthiest at that moment in time. But eventually, when we come out of them, we come out a little stronger than what we were. So let's go ahead and let's pull out a love energy card. Now, this can be romantic relationship or any type of relationship. Passion for your career, your job, self-love. What is the love energy for Scorpio Sagittarius Cusp? The golden mirror, self-absorbed narcissist. That was the word I was trying not to use, right? We were describing things earlier. One-sided relationship and love bombing. So again, all of these things that you're feeling, or all of these things that you're looking at or you're reflecting on, it's kind of making you look at life and how it is that you connect to others, and how it is. Which one of you two is snoring like that? I think that's Buster, the male dog, not the female, but one of them is snoring like crazy. It's making you kind of take a double look at what it is or how it is that you connect with others. How easy are you to trust, or how hard is it for you to trust, and all of these other things. So this week is really more about that self-reflection type of energy, and really trying to kind of put everything out on the table for yourself, so that you can go ahead and continue on healing through this process. So let's go ahead and let's pull out a closing message for you guys. So give me one card, Spirit. One card. Ooh, I want to be on the couch with them dogs. Alright, so we have the Spirit Fox. Trust your talents in changing times. So however it is that anything is coming up, whatever it is that you're looking at, whatever it is that is being revealed, etc., trust yourself. Trust that you are equipped with everything that you need to get to the other side of this, right? If it didn't destroy you while you were in it, there's no way that it's going to destroy you now. As long as you go ahead and you continue to listen to that inner voice, right? You continue to trust in yourself and have faith that where it is that you're being guided and how it is that things are unfolding is the best way for yourself, for your experience during this time. Well, guys, that is all that I have. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Mom. Bye-bye.